What is going on, everybody? Tyler here with another episode of Simply 10, and today I'm going to be reviewing the lightsabers from the Disney Store. And well, a lot of people are probably looking at this lightsaber as a much cheaper alternative to the one from Galaxy's Edge. And today I hope I can answer that question of yours of whether or not it's worth it. So I will be reviewing this as always in my traditional 10-step method, and we're going to start right off here with number one, which is the price. And well, the price of this lightsaber in the United States is $30. And while that may immediately drop your expectations for this, I urge you to keep watching because I hope that you find that this actually is a really generous buy for only $30. So moving right along now into number two is the basic description of this lightsaber. And well, what I mean by this is that if you give this to a kid, will they see it as anything different than the one from Galaxy's Edge? Let's look at the basic description of this, shall we? It is a lightsaber. It is Anakin's lightsaber, or Rey's, or Luke's. It's all their lightsabers. It looks like a lightsaber. It lights up like a lightsaber. It's a lightsaber. What I'm trying to say here is, will a kid really enjoy the $200 Galaxy's Edge lightsaber that much more than the $30 one from the Disney Store? And for number three, we're going to take a closer look at the hilt, and I'm going to show you how accurate or how inaccurate the hilt is. So it's not much different than most of their cheaper lightsabers. It has a plastic exterior, obviously, and it has some little branding things. I don't know if you can see that right there. It has some right there. Obviously, it has that really big one right there. So I mean, not the most accurate in terms of like if you want it to look completely real. But I mean, I feel like for being $30, it kind of has to be made out of plastic, and it kind of has to have that branding stuff on there. It's just the way it has to be, and I think it looks pretty decent. And if you really care that much, which a kid won't care that much, but if you care that much, then well, you know, just hide it behind or put your hand in front of it. Number four is that it actually looks pretty decent when it's lit up. So let's take a look at it lit up, shall we? Obviously it's flashing a little strangely and it doesn't make the best noise, but it does look really cool on camera. And it looks pretty decent in person too. But I mean, when you bring in the Galaxy's Edge one, you can tell that this is $170 cheaper. And number five, this is actually something that I didn't realize existed on this lightsaber until, well, I came into possession of it. And that's the fact that Disney actually recently changed these lightsabers a little bit, and now you can separate the blade from the hilt. That's pretty cool, isn't it? You can separate it into two pieces now. So now for a kid who wants just the hilt for fun, you know, when they retract it in, they can have just the hilt now. So now instead of having to settle for the retractable lightsabers, which people have been having to do up until now, you can now get the better looking one that also can now have the hilt on its own. And that leads us directly into number six, which is another new thing that they recently added to this renovated lightsaber, and that is a belt clip. So now not only can this be on its own, you can take a clip that they provide and stick it onto your belt. This adds yet another level of awesome play, especially for kids, and it even adds a great feature for Halloween costumes. And for number seven, we're going to be taking a little bit closer look at the sound of this lightsaber. So when I connect this back together, when I push this button, the lightsaber turns on, and well, the sound is obviously not the greatest. And it definitely makes noises every once in a while when you swing it around, so that's pretty cool. But it's obviously not, you know, the most high quality sound. Especially when taking into consideration the $200 option. I mean, it's just, you can tell that the sound is just a lot better and it sounds a lot fuller. It's just a lot better quality, but obviously it's a lot more money. And it even does make a cool noise on collision. So there's that. And at number 8, this is actually something that the Disney Store lightsaber beats out the Galaxy's Edge lightsaber on, and that is the fact that this thing is really lightweight. And while this obviously can be attributed to the fact that it's completely made out of plastic compared to the Galaxy's Edge one that's made out of acrylic and metal. But that being said, the fact that it's lightweight makes it a lot easier for kids to carry around, and especially for them to hang it on their belt. And the previous two categories give us the perfect segue into number 9, which is the fact that this is just such a great lightsaber for play. I mean, it lights up, it separates into two pieces, you can put the hilt on your belt, you can hit it on other lightsabers without as much of a fear as breaking it as you are with a $200 lightsaber. It's just so much better of a play option compared to the one that you can get at Galaxy's Edge. And in the end, at number 10, this is just such a great alternative for kids. I just feel like if you're going to give them a lightsaber, why go over the top and give them the $200 one when they're going to see this almost as the exact same thing? I mean, it's just so much more lightweight, and it's cheaper, and it's a lot less scary to break it. It's just so much cheaper of a way to fulfill the same need in the typical child. Anyways, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you really liked it, for sure subscribe, because I make videos like this all the time and you're gonna want to watch all of them. So why not just subscribe now and get it over with before you miss out on the next good video. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one.